Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is your host, Broken Manga, and today we're gonna be getting into just gonna give you guys a little coloring, some sketching, some penning, some inking, just something to let the time fly by. Um, Really, what I wanted to do is also check out these new markers that I got. The alcohol-based markers called Artify. I got them on Amazon. They had a sweet deal, $29.99 for 80. So I wanted to try those out. I do own Copics and I do own other markers that are alcohol based that I also use. So this video is really I'm just sketching up some right here. I'm freestyling, no particular reference that I'm looking at, but I'm just gonna freestyle some type of swordsman. And right now you're viewing me sketch it. So I'm sketching it, and I usually start with circles for some reason. It's just something in my own art style. I usually start with the head, where I draw a circle and I kind of imagine where I want to go from there. So here I've already sketched out pretty much a type of frame for the body, and I'm just going in penciling in the clothing. So also I want you guys to just, for guys who don't know how to necessarily freestyle, it's something that comes with practice. I also do music, so I freestyle a lot doing my music. I'm a rapper, Broken Prodigal. And also, like in most things, I learned that freestyling really shows you what you already know so far. Not to say that referencing is bad, but give yourself a time to imagine and really understand your own art style. So yeah. So right now I'm looking at it, seeing what all I could fix, what can I add. If you notice that paper in the back, that's actually, it's a piece of printing paper that I use to kind of sample my Copics or my markers before I go into it, so I know that I have the right color. So you see a lot of different dabs over there. So yeah, so we're sketching out the eyes, going into the eyes. I'm looking at it, and using my micron because I'm about to go ink. So I do want to apologize because it does look a little bit rushed because I am holding the camera, so this is not my best photo. The end outcome comes out good, but looking at you like, oh my god, like what is this? It's just a freestyle. I'm holding the camera. I got to get me a tripod to hold up the camera for you guys for future videos. But I just wanted to get started because I feel like sometimes we procrastinate so much on being perfectionists that we never actually get started with what we want to do. Yeah. So we going in. We're inking the clothing now. And, it's really, really kind of sketchy. I would say sketchy. That's not my most consistent. And what I like to do is I get a thinner pen first. I usually get like a thin pen. This is Micron zero. I want to say 03. And I'm going through it and just kind of putting some ink in on all of the areas that you may not have noticed due to the penciling. Now that's the thing, even though it's pen and it's sketching, there's also other techniques you can use. I have other pens that I use, and I actually got them from the $5 or more store, and it's similar pens to like like the Micron pens that I use, and pretty much I get the 0.8, and I grab a 0.8, and I'm gonna finish out the inking on this, but first, I just ink it all out. Yeah. So yeah. So make sure that you guys smash the subscribe button for my channel. This is gonna be the first video, but there are gonna be many more videos. I'm trying to get in a good rotation and rhythm. Quality videos where I give insights on art and how I came about it. And for you guys who don't know, I give an introduction of who I am. I go by Broken Manga on this channel, but artist wise, I'm known as Broken Prodical. I'm a rap artist. I have projects that are currently out on every digital streaming service you can think of, from iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, whatever you want to name it. You can find me even on YouTube. And I had been promising my audience that I was going to bring out a manga. And, with mixing, mastering, getting my quality up, and just getting my music out there and branding my music, I began to realize, like, man, what time do I have to do my manga? So I had to really make a commitment and step away for a minute, and really, during the quarantine, reevaluate some of my goals. And one of my goals back in 2014, when I was in Houston, Texas, was to actually put out my first graphic novel, if not have a proof copy, before the end of that year. And I realized that I've sidetracked it so far on different things. And in 2017, I got back into my music, like, professionally, and really doing it and trying to get it out there. And with that being said, I had enough motivation to keep moving, from doing my own artwork, my own cover presses, my own casings. So anyway, so I'm back into my art, and this is something I've been doing from childhood. Even the music, I started rapping for real around maybe 6th grade, but I've been drawing for like ever, since kindergarten. And so freestyling, I started off freestyling, then I learned how to reference draw, and then I went through schooling for art in high school, going to advanced arts, learning how to blend colors and paint. And then I went to ITT Technical for media arts, and also visited a campus out in Florida. I was in Tampa. I was going to do it was visual communication at ITT Tech, and I was going to do media arts at Art Institute of Tampa. Certain and advanced kids coming. I think my daughter was on the way, so I ended up not going to school for it. But it didn't stop me from drawing. Just in my own downtime, I would draw, and I created my own manga panels. So right here, I finished inking up, and I'm going to scan in what I got. The reason why I do that, I like to scan in, and I don't like to actually color over the originals. I don't like to color over the originals, just in case in the future I want to color it on a computer or Photoshop or Coral Paint Shop or whatever I'm using. And so I'm going through, we got it, and I printed it out on a thicker paper. It's actually a gift card paper, I believe. But so this is the supply, the 80 markers I showed you from Artify. So we're gonna go into coloring, and I just want to really show how these markers work. They were $29.99. That's pretty cheap for 80 markers. Usually I walk out of Michael's spending about that much on about 5 Copics. So I think that's a sweet deal. So I want to also, try it out, see how it looks. So I freestyle, inked something, scanned it. So now I'm ready to color, and I'm using the pale yellow when I start. I'm starting on the hair, and I have to apologize again for the camera view because I'm holding it with my left hand, so I can't believe I'm even drawing and doing all this stuff with one hand. Just how much I just wanted to get an audience to see this, So yeah, we're going into blending it. I think that's the melon yellow that I poured out to kind of put some depth, I never really like to just leave things flat. And when I say flat, for people that don't understand the term, they're just kind of like filling in the colors without any shades or any variations of folds or wrinkles. They're just straight flat. I usually like to go in and put a deeper depth in it, a darker shade or a lighter tone here or there, just to make it have that presence of like how real clothing and hair may look. And this character, he's not a character that's currently in any manga that I'm working on, but if I could describe him, I would say he's some kind of like Bushido, some kind of samurai. He doesn't have all the armor on, but he's just in some basic clothes. Look like if he dropped the sword, he can box or fight with you on some Street Fighter stuff. Yeah, so I'm going in. I put in the green on the shirt, And I've also gotten a darker green to kind of put some depth on the shadows of the shirt and the lighting with the markers. So yeah, make sure you like it, share with an art friend or art buddy. I like, I like to share information. I do a lot of different things. From music, also, I just started my broken reaction game review channel, and I started off with The Last of Us. I want to say 2 weeks ago, maybe. It was a pretty good review. A lot of people say they enjoyed it, so check that out. They'll be in the link as well. And you can also catch me on social media. I'm Broken Manga on Instagram, and that's pretty much where all the art is going to curate from. Other than that, I also do have a music channel, which is Broken Prodycal, and it's Prodycal is back. It's my ad name, but it's Broken Prodycal, the artist, as far as the music goes. And then we also have Prodycal Can Dance, which is like a dance page. I haven't done anything recently. I recently released a song called Circles, which is a dance song. So I may come up with a dance, or I may start a challenge out there, but not really worried about it currently right now. As far as entertainment, I noticed that a lot of things are kind of just slowing up, in this time of quarantine. People had to switch up, man. If you was an entertainer, you had to find other things. I see artists and rappers going to like podcasts, especially like Lil Wayne. T.I. had started, I believe, before Lil Wayne, but I notice Lil Wayne doing this little radio show, and everybody's getting into the groove of talking. It's like a wave of things, other options when you can't be out there on the stage performing. So yeah, I'm going in with a darker green, and forgive me for not saying what number green it is. This audio was after the drawing because I could not record an audio, hold the phone and all that, but definitely going in with the tone. So what I don't know about you guys, but I think that looks pretty good as far as the coloring, the blending. This $29.99 deal, it was pretty much all it was like brush tips, and the square brush tips, and then the regular marker tip. Was no I'm sorry, forgive me, not brush tips, but just squared off tips. And they had one colorless blender in there that was a brush tip. So yeah, with that being said, they still came out pretty good. They blended pretty well. I was really pleased with what I got. Yeah, make sure you comment, let me know anything that you notice, anything that you may wanted answers to, or if you just enjoy watching, just enjoy watching it. So yeah, and I'm also from Mobile, Alabama. Put that in there late, but I'm from Mobile, Alabama, born and raised. This is where I actually got my knack for doing things. I grew up in different areas. I grew up and I stayed in pretty much we stayed everywhere, but for the most part, my teenage years, I grew up in the projects. And there, it was a lot of underprivileged kids that were very talented. I learned how to play basketball there, at least basketball to a competitive level. My art was really honed in there. The first anime, not the first anime, but the first anime that gripped me was like Dragon Ball Z. It really rocked my world for anime. I used to watch other animes that my brother got from overseas since he was in the military. And yeah, it was pretty dope. And I began drawing Dragon Ball Z, then referencing other animes like Naruto and other things. And then I moved on, started freestyling, creating my own style and my own characters. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. And just I upload I'm going to scan in the photo once I get everything lined up, and you'll see the finishing work, because there are some things I did kind of tweak as far as just the penning and the inking. But yeah, I'm proud of what I got. Yo, and this is your boy, Broken Manga, Stay tuned, subscribe, and follow.